Hello, and welcome to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. This game is one that really flew under the radar far more than I feel it deserved. It has some interesting concepts discussing some mental health issues, all wrapped up in a couch of Celtic mythology, somewhat bastardized Celtic mythology. You have a badass female hero, you have some admittedly thin melee combat, but you also pair that with some fantastic, amazing, intricate visuals and just great sound work and great mocap, the likes of which I've never seen from any kind of like indie studio like this. So I really felt like it deserved a place on the channel. We're going to explore it a bit together. I've maybe put about 2-3 hours into the game, so I know a bit of what's coming, but not everything. Also worthy of note is that I've got the audio for this series adjusted much higher than normal for both my mic and the game. You probably already noticed that, and that is because the sound work deserves to be heard in this game. So the game might compete with my voice just a little bit during like combat and such, so I might even tend to shut up during combat. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, folks. Without further ado, let me go ahead and actually click into the game, and we'll start a new game. Let me get rid of this black box I set up. It shows your gamer tag there, so I had to put a black box over it. There we go. By the way, if you're curious at all, I don't actually own this game. I bought it, or I rather, I guess, leased it on the Xbox Live Game Pass beta for PC. It's like $14.99 a month. They had a deal where it was $1 a month, and I got it for both like Xbox and PC for $1. So far, it's been really worth it. I've got to play a bunch of games I never would have discovered otherwise, so that's cool.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer.
They're watching. This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. What is Jenny coming? She's doing this for him.
Senua here has, I believe it is now called dissociative personality disorder. She hears voices, other personalities.
I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? It's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
In hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you can.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
These voices will be a constant companion to us, and they will attempt to spook us, talk to us, and also, sometimes even help us. Now that you're hearing the voices, perhaps you understand why I turned the audio for the game up.
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. You're so close to the dark.
Is the they and the they are watching her? Is that the bodies? What made that sound?
What is she thinking?
Who knows?
I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
It's an interesting play on the old adage about, you need some darkness to see the light. Well, you just need a little light to see the darkness, right? Well, this is just lovely, isn't it? Wouldn't you love to vacation here?
On this journey on her own. But it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
The voice acting is so good. So this was made by a small team. I think they had, 9, 11 people. They had one programmer. I mean, just the aesthetic of the game alone, with how few people they had. Pretty incredible.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Alright, so we have control. We can't do much. Our attack buttons and such are locked off. We're kind of in a cinematic area. The animations are really, really solid. If you look at this, I'm holding left and right. She does little side hops if you hold back while she's running. She hops backwards like that. Nice little stance to, like, I guess, be ready for combat, rather than just kind of literally running backwards. I really like that attention to detail there. Actually, if I hold left, she hops, but if I hold right, she just runs that way. Interesting.
Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Come on, closer. She can't focus. Why can't she focus? Take it.
So we hit right trigger to focus here.
Do not forget my stories, Senua, because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there.
Does it?
They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You
Great.
must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
I suppose this is a memory. Alright, that's all Mr. Memory has to say. Just a gorgeous game, though. Just gorgeous. You know, aside from the corpses. Oh, the voices say to run. I guess we're running.
Darkness is coming. Yearn for life. Hunger. Like a pack of wolves in the hunt. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
Whew. That's always fun. Get used to that kind of weird visual. You're gonna see more of it.
Land of mist and fog.
It's almost like a giant ship turned on end.
What he said. The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost. Where are you?
It is moving. Oh,
I hear you.
gross. Oh, I don't love that.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
Her crown is interesting.
Her dear beloved. Dillian.
Her crown is really interesting. It makes me wonder if she's, I don't know, daughter of nobility or something.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants
A little ship graveyard here.
He's already dead.
So it seems we're holding the head of perhaps someone we once loved.
To Helheim.
Interesting.
I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
Once we get out of tutorial land, the game shuts up a little bit, and it'll let me talk. There'll be more moments of silence. In these first sections, though, it is a little overbearing, but that's fine. It needs it for that, you know, to set up the cinema. Look at that! Look at that! You see the reflection in the water? That's so nice. There's like a little fractal of it, too, over there on the left. Cool.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds.
9.
The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The
Svartalfheim.
mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim.
I know of 3 of those.
Where you must travel.
I know Jotunheim and Niflheim and Midheim. The other ones, not so much. I would love if anyone in my channel, I know there's a lot of history nerds that watch my stuff. If any of you are more familiar with Celtic and Norse mythology and such, I would love to hear your thoughts as to how accurate everything is versus how stylized it is. Because I'm sure, I know they take some liberties with the mythology, but I'm curious to see what's fact and what's fiction. Celts, Norse, Vikings, all that stuff, it's not my area of expertise.
What's she waiting for? Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
I guess that's Senua's voice talking there. Talking to the voices, perhaps. We're seeing shit. Well, what else is new, right? Floating letters are.
He's going to hurt you.
Is it gonna hurt me?
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. I was just hiding.
That's the voice from the stone, isn't it?
The bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar. An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
We have our Virgil. I guess Senua is Dante.
Stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
Is this not epic as hell?
The gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
But yeah, like, man, I was hooked by this point in the game. I was like, whoa, this is so cool.
Now she needs to use her eyes.
I will, game.
I can see one.
I'm trying to talk.
In your mind's eye, find one like it to open the gate.
So these puzzles can be a little frustrating, but basically we have an image, this M, this sort of XM symbol. We need to line something up in the environment that looks like the M. And if you see, well, look at that.
Focus. You will
A shadow.
look towards the gate. And the gate will open.
Where's the shadow even coming from? Exactly. Huh. That's weird. Whatever. But yeah, this puzzle gets harder as time goes on. There are tricks to make it easier, like looking at where the floating symbols are, but it can be a little frustrating for sure. We can open this now, though.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate?
It worked.
It did work. You're doing good, girl. Kicking ass, taking names already.
Years enslaved in hell. I watched them. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid the heavy price. Carry my stories with you. Together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Fury! Well, this isn't dangerous at all.
Another voice joins us. She was trying to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
So our narrator is indeed confirmed a voice. And considering that she's talking to us, perhaps we are a voice as well.
You can stand on the edge. Pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near. Waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
One of the voices told me to give it a go. Okay, I'll give it a go. Let's
The
hear
world of the
stories.
dead is ruled by the giantess Hela,
Daughter of Loki, huh? Okay.
The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's
Get a
side,
drink of
yet
coffee while
much
he's
worse
talking.
on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter.
Would the Allfather be
In all
Odin?
of the 9 worlds, only Hela
Or someone
was
higher?
dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
This sounds very similar to Greek mythology, of course, with, what was his name? Othello? I don't know. There was a Greek man who, of course, went down into Hades, into hell, into the underworld to speak with Hades about his wife, and you have the whole tale of him, coming back out of hell, Hades, the underworld, excuse me, getting my words mixed up, but, not allowed to look back at her, and when he gets out of the cave, he looks back at her, and then he loses the soul because, well, he disobeyed. There's the bridge. So close, yet so far. I presume that's where we're going. Alright. Let's get down here. That probably hurt a little. Those thunder sounds are really good. The whole crack. Alright. Cutscene time. I have no control.
You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
Push!
Someone's here.
Well, shit.
You took him from me. I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
I can't remember if this fight is... Excuse me, I scraped my thing there. So I don't remember if this is winnable or not. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try to kill him. Any more? We're good. Alright, good. Nope. No, he's not killable, I think. Yeah, now that we've killed them, we die. Guaranteed. Alright, while this is playing, let me run away real quick. Just let you enjoy how horrible that was by yourselves. Isn't it just lovely? Ugh.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is wrought. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
Ugh.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Well, thank you for the subtitles, game. Right. So the game theoretically has a permadeath mechanic. I don't know if they're being honest with that permadeath mechanic because the game is basically supposed to stress me out. And it works.
Battles are fought in the mind.
But I don't know if they're being honest, you know?
That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Right. So, we have two options. We can deal with
She needs to challenge the gods.
some sort of god of illusion. Yes, voices. God damn it, voices. I'm trying to talk. This one is, I believe, the god of fire. This one is like the god of illusion or some shit. The Valraven. We're gonna do the god of fire here. But, well, I was gonna say we'll do that next time, but the game has pulled me into a cutscene and now I have no choice but to continue.
Surt, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
I'm good. We'll do that next time. Prologue done. I'll see you then.
Wretched old fool on her way back from
Damn
the
it, game.
No. Sparkly burnt all over.
Oh my god, game.
She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world.
Take me off this crazy train. Are we done?
His own darkness.
Yeah, are we done? Can I...
Norsemen.
Could I end the video now, please? Thank you. See you guys next time.